Right. Famo. Y'all don't know. Y'all already. Judgment is here. Alright? If you didn't know, Judgment is here. It's bittersweet. But for all y'all who know what's going on, you can sit back, relax, and laugh. For all y'all who don't know what's going on, God bless you. This is King Astro for all y'all who wanna what, wanna know. So let's go. Judgment is here. This is Judgment. This is gonna be one of those really serious videos that I'm gonna drop. There's a serious message behind what I'm about to share and give in this video. So please, if you got the spirit, you got the heart, and you're not living in fear, because this might sound like fear mongering, but the truth is the truth. But if you're not living in fear and you have the heart to stomach this kind of information, then please welcome, have a seat. If you're kind of squirmish and your heart is too light to handle this kind of info, please exit stage left, because this is about to get real. And I mean really real. Because the judges are here, and this is Judgment. You guys see what's taking place around the world. How can you deny that the end is nigh? How can you deny this? Week to week, back to back. We're now in the month of September. You seen what happened in August. Because this is Judgment. People still think it's a game. People still acting like what's taking place is nothing serious. People acting like this is just a game. Everything's gonna go back to normal. Go ahead, you keep thinking that. Now realize that you are being judged. And judgment is here. The gods have returned. The gods and goddesses of this earth have returned. And they're here to bring judgment. Cast judgment down on the earth. And right now we're going through a test. This is the final test. To see if you value this world more than you value your soul. Do you value your scientists and your government more than you value your creator? Do you value this body more than you value your spirit? You can have this world. I want everlasting life. And right now we're being judged on who is worthy to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because this is Judgment. And Judgment is here. The Watchers. Let's talk about the Watchers for a second. You guys seriously don't believe that there are higher beings, higher entities that are surrounding this planet, that are sitting literally above your head, and are constantly surveying this planet on a day-to-day basis. You don't believe it. And if you don't believe it, everything that I'm going to say is not going to make one bit of ounce of sense. But I'm going to give it to you. The Watchers. The Watchers are here, and they have been watching. Who are the Watchers? Who's been watching you this whole time, paying attention to everything you do? And as no, it's not, well, your big brother is watching you. You know what I'm saying? The government is watching you, spying on you, but they just spying on the chosen ones and trying to see how they can infiltrate and gang stalk, you know, and influence the minds of the chosen people so they can enslave them. But that's not the Watchers I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Watchers. I'm talking about God's angels who sit in the chariots right above your heads, invisibly cloaked. You can't see them, but they're literally sitting above your house right now, watching you, watching everything you do, watching how you move. Let me tell you how these beings can see you. They got heat vision, so they can see your heart beating, they can see the blood going through your veins. They got night vision, so they can see you in the dark, clear as day. They can see your chakra colors, they can see what colors you're vibrating. So if you're stuck in your lower amygdala, you're constantly thinking about fornicating, you're constantly worrying about your next meal and what to put in your stomach, you're eating dead flesh all day, every day, you're polluting your mind with pornography and violence. They can see that. They can see what colors you're vibrating. So they are constantly watching and recording everything that you do. Even now, more so, because this is the final test. Everyone is being watched. Everyone is being marked. You're either marked for life or you're marked for death. And a lot of you just marked yourself. You marked yourself. You know what you did. You took the mark. You took the pokey poke. And now you marked yourself. You just made their job easy. They know who to take out. They know who's vibrating low. If you took that pokey poke, the pokey stick, there's no way you're gonna vibrate high enough to ascend. They literally locked you down. They locked your DNA down to this realm. So God have mercy on you. I pray that God have mercy on you. And He's merciful enough to find a way for all you guys who just willingly let Pendar, let this beast infiltrate your divine temple. I pray that He has a way to reverse this. I pray that the Lord God, the Most High, has a way to reverse all this stuff. I do. Because we don't want to see loved ones go. We don't want to see loved ones die. We don't want to see loved ones suffer. I pray that this pokey stick has nothing to do with it. But the way it's looking, I don't know. Like I said, they are watching. They are constantly watching you. Let me put this in perspective. How many people are here on Earth? Okay, there's 10 billion people on Earth, give or take. 10 billion. Do you know how many angels sit in heaven, riding around in chariots above the skies? 30 trillion, give or take. 30 trillion. So we outnumbered by 10 to 1. We literally outnumbered. Okay, so for every one of them that came down here to go through this test, it's like a very honorable thing that we're doing right now, to be down here trying to wake people up to what's about to take place. Because trust me, a lot of them wanted to come down here to be a part of this test. Because when you pass the test, what's at the end of this test is even greater than we can ever imagine. Having a God body in this body, meaning having this body but having it be indestructible, never catching diseases, never getting sick. This is what judgment is all about. Do you value this world so much that you want to live in it, or do you value the netherworld, the afterlife, that you won't sell your soul and spend an eternity in hell? They are literally watching. For every person, there's literally 3 of them watching you, recording everything you do. So keep doing what you want like nobody's watching, because that's how you feel. You don't believe that the Most High is real. You don't believe that these angels are real. So when you do things behind closed door, you're like, well, nobody's watching. Wrong. They've been watching and they're still watching. That's what I'm saying. Any minute now, you do not want to get caught with your pants down. You know, if you're not on semen retention, you're gonna get caught with your pants down. You're gonna be sitting in front of that computer screen doing God knows what. That trumpet is gonna sound and you're gonna be sitting there dumbfounded with your jaw on the ground, with your in your hand, looking mad stupid. You don't want that to happen. You don't want that day to come. Because judgment is here. Whether you like it or not, judgment is here. And the ones who are playing that part are now getting their DNA activated. The ones who don't fall for the pokey poke, the jabby jab, we're gonna ascend. Because right now the sun is activating your DNA. Yes, the sun is a judge too. Because this is judgment. And the sun says, hey, if you're not vibrating high enough, if your body's full of toxins, you're not going to be able to stand under me. But if your vessel is clean, your mind is pure, you just be feeding on that sun all day. Feeding, feeding, feeding. Because that's what we are. We're sun feeders. That's what we're supposed to be eating anyways. Air and sun. And water. That's all we need. So now, those who are on their job, we're going to be blessed to have our DNA active. Because that's part of judgment. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you'll be judged accordingly. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're eating all the meat, you're not fasting, you're not praying, you're not on semen retention, you smoking cigarettes, you drinking, it's gonna, you took the pokey poke, your DNA is not going to enhance. The sun right now is changing, and it's UVC and UVD radiation, and that is a DNA changing wavelength. And this sunlight that's coming, this energy that's coming, is going to give us special abilities. Be able to levitate things with our mind, clairvoyance, be able to see into the future. A lot of us, it's just gonna be easy. As soon as that solar flare hits, it's gonna be easy to do all these things. We're gonna be telepathic. Because that junk DNA they say we have, it's not really junk DNA. That's just DNA that's inactive. And the sun is slowly activating all this DNA. Because this is judgment. This is the time. And we're in that time. This is judgment. Severe weather is taking place. Look all around you. I'm in the desert. I'm in Arizona. It's supposed to be hot all year round. The temperatures have been crazy. But then it also rains. It's raining right now. Just out of nowhere, out the blue. And it's been flooding out here. Straight up flooding. And you see the places it's flooding. You see the people who live there where it's flooding. You see the changes that are taking place. This place is getting terraformed. Because this is judgment. Anywhere the severe weather happens, flooding, or the fires that are burning down in places like in Cali, the floodings in New York, the hurricanes in Louisiana, just the bad weather everywhere, all the severe weather, this is judgment. And this is not just some random act of nature. No, nature is controlled. I've already told you this. Nature is a technology. And we have control of that technology. We have control of the weather. We have dominion over the weather. So when something like that happens, trust me, it's calculated. That big old tornado that you see, you know, that hurricane from Ida that was forming on the water. What do you think that was? That water spout. That was a huge ship sitting in the water, sucking up water. Okay, and you can see it happening in real time, and it's giving you time to make you move. It's like a warning. And then when it finishes sucking up all that water, guess what? That ship moves in, dumps it on the land. And you should watch how these hurricanes move. It's calculated. If it was random, these things would just flow in any direction, but it flows in the exact direction where it's supposed to go. And before the hurricane even happened, that whole area was scouted by the Watchers. They marked and unmarked things for destruction. And that's that. And when the time comes, they move through. They know how things are going to move. They know how the water is going to flow. Everything is done with precision. Even the fires. When the fires hit, it's done with precision. What they want to burn will burn. What they don't want to burn won't burn. That's why the trees were still standing. Okay, everything is heating up. The sun is heating up and the ground is heating up. We have an internal sun too. Don't forget that. So we're getting hit from radiation from both angles. And right now, radiation is an all-time high. Out here, we be reaching 10, 11 on the UV radiation scale. And anything past 3, that's when you start to get skin cancer, melanoma, and photodermatitis. But me, I'll be out there when it's the hottest. 12:30, when it's at 11 UVC 11, I'm out there for an hour soaking it all in. All that radiation, I'm getting it all in. Because I know that exactly what that's doing to me. That's changing my DNA. It's changing my anatomy. It's making me lighter. You just gotta be on your job. You know, you gotta be on your semen retention job. You gotta be on your eating plant-based food job. You gotta be on your meditating job. You gotta be eating fruits and vegetables job. You know what I'm saying? To receive the light codes, to receive the downloads that the sun is sending right now. All this corona mass emissions coming off the sun are sending us downloads constantly. Every 8 minutes, you're receiving a download. So feed on that sun. Because judgment is here. And the severe weather is not going to stop. Just watch where all the severe weathers happen. It's gonna be more hurricanes, earthquakes. Okay? A lot of cities are gonna go underground, are gonna be underwater. A lot of cities are gonna burn to the ground. Fire and water. That's judgment. How do you cleanse the area? How do you clean something up? You either wash it away or you burn it up. This is judgment. Plagues. All kinds of plagues. I don't even need to mention anything more about this. You already see what's happening. You got the C19. You know, this thing that they're saying everybody's catching. It keeps mutating every month. Got people scared, you know, scared for their life, scared for their job, losing their job over this, slowly taking away your rights because of this. But plagues, yeah, the plague is very real. And if you ain't on your job, you're not retaining your semen, you're not eating plant-based food, you're not getting enough of the sun, eating fruits and vegetables. I don't care how many jabs you take. You can take all 6 of them. You're still gonna catch it. You're still gonna get sick. And every time you catch it, that's a warning. That's judgment. This is a sun disease. That's what people don't understand. This is a sun disease. Coming from the coronal hole from the sun. The coronal holes in the sun are releasing mass emissions and solar flares at an alarming rate. And when that big solar flare comes and knocks down the grid, then you know that this is truly judgment. Famine, hunger. Besides the disease, you have food shortages. You have crops dying, whole farmlands being destroyed. You know, the severe weather droughts. Food is not being able to be grown in certain places. That's because this is judgment. And if the Most High says you can't eat, you're not eating no more, you can't grow here no more, that's exactly what's going down. And that's exactly what's happening. Just look around. You see all these places running out of food. You know, they don't have the trucks bringing in the food anymore. You go to your local stores, your Walmarts, the shelves are getting empty. Slowly but surely, the shelves are getting empty. And going into 2022, I don't even know what to say, people. All I'm gonna say is practice. Practice fasting. Okay, I'm not saying you have to go a week or days without eating, but practice not eating 3 times a day. Practice eating 1 meal a day. Practice. Because if there comes a time where you just have to go a few days without it, you have to endure. Well, as long as you put your faith in the Most High, as long as you're keeping your light inside of you shining, I believe the Most High will see us through this. As long as we keep our trust in Him. Because famine is coming. Food shortages are coming. So stock up on as much water as you can. Canned goods. Because this is judgment. And this is part of judgment. And you knew this was coming. A lot of people act like, oh yeah, there's been days where this happened before, this happened before. Yeah, but it was never on a global scale. This is a global thing. This is a world thing. This is happening all around the world. The whole world is stopped because of this. It's not just over here and over there. It's everywhere. So if you don't think this is the end times and this is not judgment, I don't know what to tell you. Every other time it's been isolated incidents. This time, the whole world is going through a test. The whole world is a stage right now. And they're watching. They're watching this final test to see who's going to cave in, who's going to give up to the system. Because those who give unto the system never truly believed in the first place. You thought you did, but you know you didn't. You believe in this world. You believe in this doctor. You believe in this system. You believe in the judges. You believe in the teachers. The historians. They all lied to you. They're all stolen from you. Enslaved you. Raped you. You trust in a system that eats your babies and drinks your blood.
Found a key. What are you waiting for? Open the door.
In this wicked world, why would you think that there's seriously anyone out here that cares about you?
I could use some help.
You know the food is poison. You know the water is poison. You know the air is poison. So why would you think that all of a sudden they really care about you? Living or dying. Oh, we want to save everybody and make sure everybody is safe. Because we need as much as people as we need on this planet. Are you kidding me? They've been trying to get rid of us, and now they're just going to get rid of us even quicker. If you let them. I won't let them. Because I'm here to fight these devils, and these devils are going down because this is judgment. That's why you see wars about to break out. You know, they brought all these troops in, saying that they're trying to get them away from their country because of what's happening. But don't you know, once they touch down here, these are going to be those automated soldiers that carry out this evil agenda? Once they're here, who do you think they're going to be pointing the guns at? Out there or at you? But don't worry. Like I said, this is judgment. So even you soldiers, you police officers, you judges, you teachers, you doctors who all participated in this. Oh yeah, judgment is coming. You will be persecuted. It ain't gonna be no, oh, I was just doing my job, this, and that. If you knew the truth, and you still led people to their death, See, everybody thinks the Most High is just this all-loving being that just loves everybody and loves everything. You know, even loves the sinners. Well, we're about to see. You see judgment taking place right now in front of your face. So if you really think he's just an all-loving God and he just lets everything slide, think again. You don't want to be on the side of his wrath. You don't want to be on his wrathful side, trust me. I know and I feel what's on the other side. It's far more greater than I can even imagine. Even the little glimpses I have is not enough to even say how truly magnificent defeating this beast system will be. The new earth that we'll be living in. That's why I hope and pray every day that judgment comes and comes swiftly. And judgment comes now because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this system. I'm tired of this world. I'm tired of these damn devils imposing and encroaching on our freedoms. But the more that they try to step to me and come close to me, the more that they try to force me into doing something I don't want. Trust me, they just bringing judgment even quicker and closer. So bring it on. Bring it on. I dare you tomorrow to say, get it or else. Go ahead, put our backs against the wall. Put the chosen people against the wall and see what happens. Yeah, a lot of people would just want this to stretch out. They don't want the end to come quickly. Nah, come on, bring it on. Bring it on, devil. Bring all the works. Cause the quicker you try to enslave us, the quicker judgment comes down. You're just speeding things up. For better or worse. And that's why wars are going to be taking place. China, Russia, United States, wherever. It's all going down. Either there's going to be a war between these three nations. Either way, that's part of judgment. War is part of the judgment. If these beings want to go to war with each other, fine. But just know that war is coming to them from the heavens too. But it won't take too long to get rid of these devils. Not at all. When the Most High sends his angels down here, it'll only take an hour to clean up this planet. And there's a bunch of ways this can go. Either, one way this can go is either they come here and take every evil off this planet onto a different planet and leave all the righteous here to rebuild the earth, or the righteous and the elect are taken off this planet and the heathens are left to battle it out and destroy each other, which will destroy most of the earth too, which I don't know why they would let that happen. But if that's the case, fine. The elect and the chosen taken somewhere else safe to a new earth. The rest of the people were left here to battle it out. They eliminate themselves, and maybe the angels finally come down and just do the final cleanup. Maybe bring some people back here to rebuild the earth. Maybe not. I don't know. I just know that I want to be part of the new earth. I want to be part of the rebuilding. I want to ascend. I don't want to be left behind. So I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to not get left behind. I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to make sure you don't get left behind. Because it's not just about me. It's about we. And the more and more I come into this knowledge, I can't keep it to myself. I have a responsibility to wake people up, especially since I know who I am. I'm one of God's chosen people. I'm from the Igbo tribe, which if you do your history on the Igbo tribe, we are direct descendants of Shem. Okay, one of Noah's sons. And Shem's line was not corrupted by Satan's seed. So yes, the Igbos, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We are connected to the Hebrew Israelites here in America too. We were just the ones who refused to get on the ship. A lot of us said we'd rather die than be a slave. And we literally committed mass suicide just not to be slaves. Yeah, they wanted us to go on that boat. We said no. And a million of us jumped in the water and drowned ourselves. And the other ones escaped. And we're still being persecuted to this day. So now that I know that I come from God's chosen people and His bloodline, I have more of a responsibility to wake people up. I have more of a responsibility to come here and do His work. And I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And I ask God every day, I ask the Most High every day to give me the strength and the wisdom and discernment that I need in order to get this message out to you people the right way, the righteous way. Because this is judgment. And the judges are here. There's going to be death in masses. Oh, I cry every night. I cry every night. Just, can you imagine? 2022 is going to be one of the most saddest years in the histories of human existence. Because of this agenda, because of this pokey poke, because of this jabby jab, a lot of people are going to perish. Because whatever's inside there is going to eat away slowly at your system, eat away slowly at your insides. Changing your RNA, changing your DNA. Your RNA is the messenger. It's what it tells what your DNA is supposed to do. So when they mess with your mRNA, that means they're totally giving you a different code and telling your body to go in a different direction. And since it's patented, these companies, these people literally look at you as property now. You're literally a product. I.e., you're not even human anymore. You're officially an NPC. Judgment is here. And there's going to be death in masses. Only a few are prepared for what's about to take place. I'm getting myself prepared. I can't say I'm fully there. But I have to get it in my heart and my mind to know that this is judgment. This is going to happen. And 2-3 years from now, if we're still here, if we haven't been raptured out of here, according to the scriptures, there's going to be so many bodies. It's going to be impossible to bury all the dead. Literally the beasts from the wild, the birds from the wild, they're literally going to be feasting all day, all night. Because that's the only way it's going to be able to clean up all the bodies. Nature has to devour it. And that's part of judgment too. When chaos ensues, all these animals are going to get their revenge too. All these animals stuck in the zoo, been tortured, they're going to want revenge too, and they're going to come and get it. It's already happening. Look at what happened in New Orleans. You know, there was a guy, bless his soul, you know, his house got flooded. And when the rain subsided a little bit, you know, he tried to go downstairs and see what was happening. And the whole downstairs was flooded. And while he was down there, his wife heard commotion and some struggling. She went down there and saw he was struggling with an alligator. She managed to pull him out, pull him upstairs, and there was so much blood, he didn't make it. So the hurricane literally brought wild animals to your front door. This happened in his house. The gator got into his house. Judgment is here. This is judgment. The poles are shifting. The poles are shifted. The sun no longer rises in the east and sets in the west. Rises in the southeast and sets in the northwest. Antarctica is melting. All the secrets are being revealed in Antarctica. All the pyramids that have been hidden. All the ancient cities are being revealed. Antarctica is literally all 7 continents put together in one huge landmass. And it's untouched landmass that's been frozen under ice. And once that's unfrozen, guess what? That's like a new Earth. That's like a new Earth. Admiral Byrd, look him up. Admiral Byrd, he flew in Antarctica, and he got to a point where he was flying. There was ice, and then he got to a point where it was an island. It was surrounded by ice, but it was just in this little one spot. It was 77 degrees in the middle of Antarctica. There was green grass, there was mountains, and there was lakes, and it was 77 degrees. How is that possible in the middle of Antarctica? When the whole ice melts in Antarctica because of the pole shifting and the magnetosphere and the ionosphere is depleted, then you're really going to see what's sitting above in those skies. And then you're going to truly know that judgment is here. But by the time you realize it, by the time they uncloak themselves and you see them, a lot of people are just going to drop dead from a heart attack just from seeing that. And if you're still here, then you're going to know it's judgment. And it's only going to take 60 minutes to clean up. So if you're scared and you think you're going to pop a cap at these beings wearing all black, when they show up at your door, just know they got plasma weapons, energy weapons. When they shoot, beam it at you, you literally disintegrate from the inside out. You implode. So if you see some of these beings in black suits coming at you on that day, I suggest you just put the gun down. If your head is meant to be taken off, let them do it. If you try to fight them, I mean, it's whatever. You can F around if you want to. Because this is judgment. And Planet X is closer than it can be. Planet X, Planet Hell, they calling it chaos now. This is a fiery red planet that comes close to our planet when the wickedness is reached an all-time high. And it's a soul-sucking planet. And if you vibrating low and you have Luciferian running through your veins because of the pokey poke stick, this planet is going to suck you up. Suck you up, suck you up. There's literally lava dripping from this planet. This planet is going to come so close to Earth, we're all going to be able to see with our naked eye. It's going to be so close, you think you can jump onto it. It's going to pass by. It's going to rain havoc. The meteors that's coming from this planet, it's going to rain down and cause havoc. I know you don't see it, but your skies are red and purple. Why is your skies red and purple? That's from red iron oxide that's coming off this planet. It's a red hot planet. And the beings on this planet breathe in red iron oxide. Dust. That's why your skies are red. That's why your skies are purple. This is high levels of UVC and UVD radiation. If you're on your job, good for you. If you're not on your job, bad news. Because this is judgment. And this is the times that they talked about in Genesis and Revelation. In Genesis, they said it would be like the days of Noah. This is the days of Noah, when wickedness is at an all-time high. And we got a bunch of Noahs running around trying to warn people, trying to tell people of these dangers that are coming. But people don't want to listen. People don't want to take heed. I get called conspiracy theorist. I get called crazy. Guess what? They called Noah conspiracy theorist. They thought he was crazy. And guess what happened in the end? He was the last man standing, along with his 3 sons. You see? And we're in that time, where the wickedness is at all-time high. These demons have been unleashed. These demons have literally been unleashed. Sentinels, if you ever watched The Matrix, those sentinels have literally been unleashed. So be careful. If you're going out there partying, drinking, smoking at night, just be careful, because these entities are just waiting, especially if you're a chosen one. They're just waiting to get you. So it's not that I'm scared or anything. I'm just not going to open myself to being attacked by these entities. So I'm staying away. I'm staying away. I don't care. Y'all can have the clubs. Y'all can have all the women. Y'all can have all the, you know, the vag that you want. Because even that's corrupted. If you didn't take the pokey poke and you get with a girl that took the jabby jab, now guess what? You got the juice running through your veins. You know what I'm saying? You got the Kool-Aid. So it's even risky to do that. Because they be lying about it now. Now that some of them know that it's not really desired, they be lying. I've seen this happen. You ask a chick, "Hey, did you get the pokey poke?" "Yeah, I got the pokey poke." "Oh man." "Oh, what you mean? Oh man, no, I was just kidding. I didn't really get it." "Oh man, now I really don't trust you." And after that happened to me, it was like, nope, I don't care. Because now they just gonna be lying, saying they didn't get it just to get with you. You're not about to infect me like that. Oh no 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 no. Those nanos, you're not gonna put those nanos in me. I already risk it by being around you. Okay, being around you is already risky. I'm not supposed to even be standing next to you, let alone do the deed with you. So that's out the question. So take heed to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? In these times, you want to be righteous. You don't want to be out there fornicating with just anybody. Alright? And if you're fornicating, make sure it's your wife. And if your wife got the jab and you didn't, just stop. Don't even just be like, "Hey, I love you because you're my wife," but, you know, I don't know. Just don't do it. Because this is judgment. This is judgment, people, and they're watching you closely, and the enemy is out there just waiting at every corner to get you. And if you're careless in these times, you're going to regret it. Because this is the end of the Matrix system. This is literally the end of the Matrix as we know it. And that's why these damn devils are scrambling, running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to get as many people to fall for their shenanigans as possible. Because if they figure, hey, if I'm going down, I might as well take you down with me. Right? This is over. This is finally over. This evil, this wickedness, pedophilia, murder, child abuse, rape, all this drinking of child blood, molestations, all this stuff is done with. It's got to go. It's not coming to the new earth. All you heathens, all you criminals, all y'all that like to prey on the weak, that shit is over with, man. This is the end of the Matrix. Everything is crumbling. The veil is being lifted. This is Revelations. This is judgment. This is Revelations. This is a worldwide calamity that just hit, that has the whole world at a standstill. Because this is a test. That's how you know this is the end of the system, because this is not just happening over here and happening over there. This is everybody. Everybody should know what's going on. Everybody's being affected by this. Even the celebrities are being affected by this. And y'all celebrities, y'all gonna be judged really harshly, cause judgment is coming to y'all. A lot of y'all are realizing you messed up, but it's too late. If you sold your soul like this year or last year, man, this late in the game, psh, I don't even know what to tell you. You really dumb. You really, 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 really dumb. How you gonna sell your soul late in the game? You gonna sell your soul when this shit is over? Mm-mm-mm. All these celebrities who contributed into furthering this agenda and keeping the chosen people in a sleeping slumber. Judgment is here for you. Judgment is coming. Judgment is already here. Once people find out what you've been doing, all those parties that you go to, those house parties, mansion parties, or the blood drinking you do, the piss drinking, the poop eating, y'all ain't gonna be able to show your faces. No more. You're literally gonna be hiding your heads. And all y'all gonna be the ones that's gonna go in that FEMA camp. I'll be damned if you try to get me in there. Get me in there, cool. Don't worry, I'm gonna wait on the Most High. But y'all judgment, y'all gonna be in them FEMA camps for real. You living it up, you out there living it up, off the pain and the suffering of everyone else, keeping everyone else ignorant while you living it up. Alright. Only the meek shall inherit the earth. Only the righteous shall enter his kingdom. So, what do you say about rich people entering his kingdom? Man, a camel can go through the eye of a needle before a rich man can enter the kingdom of heaven. So if you want to be rich, go ahead. You can have this world. You can have all the money. You can have all the women. Take it. Take it. It's all yours. You can have it. I'm cool. I value my soul. I value my spirit. I value righteousness. And I know we are in the end times and this is judgment. So I'm not playing no games. I'm getting my shit straight. I don't want to be left behind. And I fear God. Look what he's doing. Look how he just tore that place up. That huge ship that just came through Louisiana and dumped all that water. That was a huge ship. A huge ship. Anytime you see those water spouts, that's a huge ship sucking up water. Because they use water for energy. Simple as that. And they can use water for destruction too, if the Most High gives them the orders. And it's no coincidence that Hurricane Ida happened literally on the same day Hurricane Katrina hit. No coincidence. By design? Just know that we've been stuck in time. We've been transported back in time. So we are in 2012. This is not 2021. We're actually in 2012. We got sent back in time. So everything that's happening is like a reverse in things. Because this is judgment. And this is a test for the chosen people to see if we're going to fail this test, if we're going to value this world more than we value our soul. But this is about the new earth, and the chosen people will come into the new earth. You have to be vibrating high. That's why you need to raise the vibration now, or you're going to suffer. How do you raise your vibration? If you're a man, stay on semen retention. Stop watching pornography, stop masturbating. Eat plant-based diet. Get a lot of sun. Right? Meditate, meditate, meditate. Drink a lot of water. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables because those are electrifying foods. Stay away from meat. Stay away from smoking. Stay away from drinking. Stay away from fornicating. That's pretty much the basis. It's pretty much simple. It sounds simple, but a lot of people are stuck in their ways and they don't want to leave this world alone. They want things to go back to normal. It's not going back to normal. It's only gonna get worse. But the people who love this world, it's gonna seem like the world is ending. For the people who hate this world, it's gonna look like we're having a new beginning, and I can't wait for the new Earth. The new Earth technologies, especially. We're gonna have technologies that can heal us, medical beds that can get rid of anything, cancer, HIV, right on the spot, using vibrations, sounds, frequencies, and different type of light wavelength. You know, plasma, flying cars, magnetism, electromagnetism, spaceships. You know, energy centers, free energy, solar systems. That's what it's all about. The new Earth is about not having to work to pay for food, water, or shelter. All that's going to be given to us. Food, we're going to have. Shelter, we're going to have. Water, we're going to have. All we need to do is find something to do that can contribute to society as a whole. And once we find what that is, we're going to love living life, because now we're not working for a piece of paper that has no energy, that has no value or anything. We're working for the planet. We're working for Tiamat, working for Mother Earth, which is what we should have been doing in the first place instead of destroying this planet. So after judgment is said and done, the ones who inherit the earth, the ones who enter God's kingdom, we're going to have access to this technologies. Okay? And not only that, our bodies are going to turn into new technology, because our body is a technology. But we're going to get upgraded. It's like a new system. We're going to be vibrating high. Our temperatures are going to rise, which means disease, sickness cannot live in this body. Like I told you, the reason you're sick and you get a fever is because your body has to heat itself up to kill viruses. And in order to kill those viruses, it needs heat. So if we're going to be vibrating high and we're going to be hot already and the planet is heating up, we won't have to worry about sickness anymore. So like I said, guys, this is one of those messages where I didn't want to fearmonger, but I really felt like I should get this out to you. Because judgment is here and it's taking place. We don't have that much time left. You need to get righteous, get straight, get on your walk with God, get on your walk with the Most High, and get your soul straight right now, because you don't want to be left behind. If you took the jabby jab, God help you. Fast for a week and pray that He have mercy on your soul. Other than that, I'm going to get back to my job and I hope you stay on yours. This is King Astro for all y'all who wanna who, wanna what, wanna know. So let's go. And I'll see you on the next video. Y'all stay safe out there. God bless each and every single one of y'all. I truly do love and value you. Peace.